coming up.
Paul, thank you. Tens of millions of people are taking medicine like Ozempic and Wegovy to try to lose weight. Well, new research is revealing the active ingredient in these drugs, semaglutide, could have unexpected effects on the brain. Things like treating depression, anxiety, addiction, even Alzheimer's. So we are joined by Sonoran University resident physician, Dr. Alaa Gerais. Hello,
Hi,
great to see you again.
Great to see you again, Jamie. I'm happy to be back.
So Ozempic and semaglutide, it sounds like a magic pill. I mean, people are magically losing a ton of weight, and now it could be good for our brain. What's going on here?
Yeah, so Ozempic is part of a class of medications known as glucagon-like peptide 1 agonist, or GLP-1 agonist, a mouthful, I know. But these medications were initially used to treat diabetes because they help the body in its metabolism of sugar, and it also can help with weight loss because what it does is it delays gastric emptying. And what that means is if you have a meal, it'll slow down the amount of time the food takes in the stomach before it gets to the gut.
So you feel full longer.
So you feel full longer, and that means you're going to eat less, and so you'll lose weight. So it's not a magic pill, but it's working the way it should, and that's what it does.
Okay, so what now is it doing for depression, for anxiety?
Yeah.
What's it doing for Alzheimer's?
Right, what's the combination between those things? So anything that can affect the gut typically affects the brain. And whenever we have dysregulation of glucose and our body doesn't use sugar properly for energy, the brain is very metabolic and requires sugar for energy. And so a medication that can help you utilize sugar better, your cells get to actually use the energy properly, and then your brain works better. And so there are actual receptors in the brain that respond to the medication or to the hormone that it resembles. And so it's meant to help you think better and feel better because now your brain can use energy efficiently.
I mean, it sounds like something where people would be wanting to raise their hand to get on board with this. Now, there must be some drawbacks to it.
Absolutely. And so not understanding the actual way the medication works, and again, this was intended for diabetics and helping them with their blood sugar control, and also not understanding that if I delay the amount of food that's moving through your body, obviously that's going to have effects in what you can eat, how often you eat, the quality of your nutrition changes. And so it's not for everybody and shouldn't just be taken by anybody. It should be monitored by a physician and working with someone effectively to utilize it and then use other means to help the foundations of health.
I knew when I saw your name that you'd bring us some natural things.
Absolutely, I did.
So what kind of products did you do? Is there a natural alternative that we could use instead of getting the semaglutide?
Yeah, so obviously as a naturopathic medicine, my goal is, as a naturopathic doctor, in naturopathic medicine, the goal is always to build foundations of health. And so even if I use something that's going to help maybe speed up the process of the glucose metabolism and help potentially in weight loss, I'm going to utilize things that are going to improve the nutritional quality and the nutrients in your life. So using an adequate multivitamin, using fish oil, because if you can't eat a lot of food, then you need these nutrients in some other way. Using supplements that can be mixed easily in water, therefore it's not as harsh on your digestion.
So folks who are wanting to get the wonderful things that we are hearing about semaglutide and wanting some of those benefits, can we take this? Will this help us get there?
I would recommend that you come check us out at Sonoran University because we have so many tools. We'll be here for an hour talking about all the different things that we can offer. But everything is individualized to that patient. And so instead of taking something that one shoe fits all kind of method, you need a different approach. What works for me? What's your lifestyle about? How do you sleep? What is it that you do for work? How do you socialize? All these things affect weight. And so we take that approach.
We're seeing, you know, some people getting sick. They're getting nauseous. They're getting headaches.
Yeah, and it's because they don't know, or maybe they haven't been taught how to use the medication well, or the medication is not the right thing for them. Just because some people have lost weight on it doesn't mean you will lose weight on it, because maybe your weight gain or your journey is different from everybody else's. Maybe it's not a glucose metabolism issue, maybe it's something else. And so every individual requires their own approach, and that's what we do, and that's what we love to do.
And it's so important right now, especially with all the talk around the medicine, and it seems to be everywhere.
Right.
And then it seems to be kind of easily available in med spas and such. So you really want to make sure that you're using it correctly.
Absolutely.
And you're going to use it on yourself inject and everything.
Right. And so obviously any medication is metabolized and used in the body a certain way. So semaglutide, for example, the liver metabolizes it and then it's excreted through the kidneys. And so making sure that you have adequate liver and kidney function is important to utilize a medication like this, which is why it's something that shouldn't be just bought at a spa. It should be something that's worked through with a physician.
Yeah, make sure you have that doctor's care.
Absolutely.
With it. And with a multivitamin, fish oil, anything else we should be on?
Oh, well,
Just
the
general.
list can go on and on and on.
I'll start right there then. Dr. Gerais, great to see you again. Thank you so much for coming. Great for the information on this.
Back.
It's very interesting. A lot of folks talking about that one. All right, well, coming up, a taste of Germany in Glendale. Arizona's family has a new franchise. We'll introduce you to